Alright. What we learned from picks and bans. VG versus LGG Game 4. So, I didn't wake up early enough to do these live, and unfortunately, just judging by the length left in this VOD, that this is more than likely last game, which means LGG is going to probably win this. I don't normally like knowing that before because it feel like it really affects how I judge the final win chance based on the team comps. But we'll just see what we got going on here, and we'll go through it anyways. Alistar was picked up. That's good. Alistar Rek'Sai. They really need a strong mid or top though. I'm expecting a strong mid or top. What is a strong mid or top that can come out here? Maybe like a Cassiopeia. Something really damaging to kind of fight that rise. Go toe to toe. But it could be a longer range mid. I don't really know who would be a longer range mid. Not off the top of my head right now. Trying to put this all together, get all this information out. Oriana's probably going to come out in that comp. She's not bad. She has the shields, so they're going to want to pick her up. Who would it be? So Oriana actually gives a good amount of pressure out there. She can go with Echo. Oh, there we go. Jace, he's long range. Yeah, that's definitely a pick that can help with doing this. Because Ryze is so short range that if you have someone that can deal damage at long range and poke people down before they actually get into the fight. Also, since their comp has no real healing, the Janna shield, Janna ultimate, okay, it does heal, but they could heal the poke down. So LGG could play a poke harass comp with Lulu and Jace. Or they go all damage. Okay. So this is how they're doing it. Diana. So now they're going full dive. Just kind of meeting. Alright. Let's just go through this and let's talk about this. So threat level. Threat range. I believe Diana's movement ability is 700 range. I am not certain. That makes her threat range about the same as VG. Bane's is standard. So it's really close, and Diana has the shield, which can protect her from the Oriana burst. So we're gonna go with an equal threat on there. Engage. Diana, Lulu, Rek'Sai, Alistar, everyone on LGG can engage. Let's see, what do we got? Ryze, Corki, Oriana, Echo, Janna. Echo's engage. I've said it before. He puts down zone control and then can CC you if you have to go into it, or he forces you into a way where your team can start fighting. But it's not super strong. Maybe with the Oriana ball, it's gonna be okay. But his CC is delayed. The only one they really have instant CC is Ryze, and that's really short range, so it's not ideal for engage, especially since he doesn't have any strong speed ups to get into the enemy team besides his ultimate, no Lulu or anything like that. And yeah, so engage is definitely onto LG. And Pokeel. Oriana, Corki good. Corki good versus Diana. Diana's Q is pretty long range. I think it goes out to 900 or 800. But Corki is definitely stronger, so we're gonna give that poke that way. They have heal. They don't. No, because the heals and shields, that's why poke and heal is together. So they have heals and shields on LGD, so they should be able to mitigate the pokes. It's not that high coming out of VG, so it's actually more equal. It's not that big of a deal. Pick. Both teams have terrible pick, pretty much. But LGG is better engage. Pick, not even worth talking about. No one has a strong pick ability. No one has that hyper long range CC skill shot. That's mainly what I'm talking about. Although VG has disengage, which can matter, but of course Diana can just ult again if she has it on if she lands it on somebody after a Q. So that's not that bad. Lulu, Rek'Sai can keep going in, Alistar keep going in. So that's interesting. Now we're starting to see engage pressure, losing team. So as long as VG stays ahead, they should be pretty good. If LGD gets an early advantage, they're probably going to take the game because they have engage, or yeah, because they have engaged. So even if EGG is behind, they can still come back, where VG probably won't be able to come back if they get behind because they don't have the engage that they're going to need. So what is LGD going to be doing? They're just going to Diana, Lulu, Alistar. Yeah. Diana / Lulu, or just Rek'Sai, Alistar. We'll do it Diana, Rek'Sai / Alistar plus Lulu. They can all three go in at once, and this is pretty big because there's a triple threat coming out of VG. That's their engage, though. That's not the fight. Gotta remember that. How will they target on VG? They're gonna have to burst Corki quick, or burst Dandy quick. They're gonna have to play around this Dandy. I don't even know. Burst Corki, burst Dandy. It's gonna be tough. Alistar and Rek'Sai are going to have to zone the enemy carries out of the fight. That needs to happen. Alistar needs to knock Ryze out of the fight if he shows up, while Godv and Imp just destroy Peng and Juan, and then clean up Dandy after. That's going to be tough to do. Split and clean up. You're going to have to split and clean, which will VG's pretty much going to have to Orianna ult Imp. And then have Dandy try to control Godv, while Peng and Juan are killing Imp. And World 6 can do something like harass Acorn. So Ryze on Godv. Expended by LGD, so the harass is nice. And this is great because now Bane's actually, well, we assume so. Then Ryze on Godv and Ori. Ori and Corki. Ryze needs to go to Godv and take care of him, while Orianna and Corki take care of him. I don't think they want to stack. So even though they have Lulu, whoever Lulu ults out of the two of them is going to probably win whichever fight that is. They should be able to, as long as they're staying together, they should be able to take care of the other carry before that happens. Because if they just stacked on one, Acorn would ult them, and the other carry would be free to kind of kill whoever they want, or even AoE. So like if they all stacked Imp and Acorn ulted Imp, it would take long enough to kill Imp that Godv would really have enough free time to kind of just kill whoever the hell he wants, probably multiple people. During this whole time, Imp's, if he's ulted by Acorn, he's probably going to have some free shots and probably going to manage to kill one of the three people tagging him. And that would put them into a situation where they killed Imp, Godv is still alive, and probably the only person in the situation remaining would be Dandy or Peng, and yeah, they probably would have used all their abilities to kill Imp, so then it would be really bad in that sort of situation. That's really why they need to split it up. They need to have a damage on Godby and 2 damage on Imp. Imp needs to die because he's more sustained. Yeah, I feel like that's a better team fight. I feel like VG has a better way to fight LGD. But they would actually have to do that, which, well, they go to the map, but I don't see. And this is where I think LGD just wins this, even though I would kind of say VG. So VG has a more complicated fight than LGD. Because Ryze is a split pusher, he's going to be zoned out of the fight anyways, and that might just be enough time for LGD to kill the other carries before Ryze even shows up. And that's the same thing as what their fight actually needs to do, which is just zone Ryze with Alistar. Huh. VG. Yeah. I feel like VG should win this, but LGG is. I'm just gonna go 50%. I don't know. Goddamn. A lot of this is on. Is VG good enough? Is VG good enough to execute a slightly complicated, not very complicated strategy? That's the question, and I don't think so. LGG's is equally slightly complicated, but their entire plan can happen naturally and probably multiple times due to the way teleport is working. So we're going 65% LGD, but of course I think LGD wins this because there's only that much time left in this VOD. Yeah, maybe. Is that even enough time to finish this game? I have no idea. Anyways, there we go.